Hi guys, today we're gonna be starting to work on the animation blueprint for the zombie character, and we're gonna use an Unreal Engine plugin for this matter, which is the control rig plugin. This control rig is gonna allow us to do in-editor animations for the character. So without the need of a third-party animation software like Maya and so on. So we're gonna be using Unreal Engine version 4.26 for the project. From now on, we're gonna use this engine version. So I'm gonna launch the engine version 4.26. So guys, here we're gonna create, we're gonna open our project with 4.26. So it's gonna ask us to create a new copy, which we're gonna do. I'm gonna hit more, locate the project. Here it is, it's in 4.25 until now. Open project, open a copy, wait for it to create a copy. So guys, I have the copy opened of our project. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go back to the Epic Games launcher, and to work on the animations we need to download an Epic Games sample project named Control Rig Mannequin. So we're gonna need to download it from the marketplace, and this sample project contains an already developed control rig for the default UE4 mannequin. So we just search for it in the marketplace, control rig mannequin. Sorry, yes, this sample project. So it contains developed control rigs for the default UE4 male mannequin and female mannequin. So it allows you to manipulate this mannequin to create good animations and so on. You just have to hit create project. I already downloaded this project, so I have it in my library. Here it is. So I'm gonna open it. Open project. Gonna open the project. Here is the project. Here is the project. You just have to migrate this asset, mannequin control rig, for the male mannequin, since we're gonna be using the male mannequin for our zombie. So hit this mannequin control rig. The path is control rig mannequin character control rig, just and asset actions, migrate. You hit OK, and then you choose your content folder. Sorry, have to choose in Unreal Projects, Zombies and Shooters T 4.26, the content folder. Select folder. We wait for it to migrate. Successful. Then we reopen our project. Open project. Zombies and Shooters T, we named it. Open the project. So here we have a new folder, control rig. So the animations that we're gonna be using that we're gonna be developing for our zombie character are the animations for the attack. So this zombie claws his victims. So we're gonna be developing an animation for the clawing with the right arms, with the right hand, and the clawing with the left hand. And we're gonna be developing a third animation for when the zombie walks around. It's gonna be walking in a weird way like any zombie. So here, so we're gonna be developing these animations with the controller rig and the and sequencer, the tool that create cutscenes inside the engine. So here what I should be doing is, so I'm gonna be moving to another level, the first person example map. You see the path to create the animations. Gonna be more camera speed. Here it is, the best spot to create this. Should be okay here. Yes, it should be okay, this spot. So I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna open the asset control rig to see how it looks. I should enable the plugin control rig for the file to appear. Yes, we start now. We wait for the engine to restart. Here it is, the same operation, organizing the tabs. So now we have the controller rigs. So when you migrate the controller rig, it's gonna migrate also the female one. So we open the male one. So we have this control rig. So you just click on these controls, so it manipulates the skeletal mesh with these colored controls. You can translate them, and the character and the mesh, the skeletal mesh, will move as a normal human. You can manipulate the hands, you can manipulate the neck, just to, where is it? You can manipulate the neck, and my way of manipulating the controls is for the rotation, and I use local space, and for the translation I use world space. I find it works for me. So you see the arms, and you just keyframe these poses to create your animation. As usual, so here I should be doing local, and here you manipulate the hand. It has also controls for the fingers, which we're not gonna be using. Basically, it's gonna be a simple animation. We're not gonna be manipulating the legs, just the arms and the head, the upper part of the mannequin. So I'm gonna hit compile. When you hit compile, all the controls return to their place. So now I don't need this blueprint. First level one, because we restart. We load where we were, and we return to the spot for creating the animation. So all we have to do is to go to mannequin, character, mesh, and we move the, it's better to move the control rig. So control rig of course, and we move this one in this spot. Sequencer is gonna open automatically, and we're gonna start for this video. We're gonna work on the glowing animations, the attack animation. So we're gonna keep it simple, and here you have some setting that you should set. Display spaces, no. Hide manipulators for when you want to hide the manipulators to see how it looks on the mesh. Display access, coordinate system per widget mode. Just for this, if you want the translation to be world space and the rotation by default to be local space, so it keep this setting for each mode. Only select rig controls, very useful. So you only select the rig controls, you don't select anything else. And so in each local space you have the controls here for the rig. Display hierarchy if you want to display the skeleton. No need for it now. And we're gonna start with the right hand. The left hand animation is gonna be basically an inverted, the inverse of the right hand animation. So it's gonna be easy. So we have these controls which manipulate the elbows, the elbow position. It's a well done control rig. Epic Games never ceases to amaze. So now we're gonna just prepare the of course you should disable snapping, very useful for the translation and rotation. And you just gonna bring it back, the hand, reduce the camera speed for now. So it's preparing his punch, should I say. Manipulate this elbow a little bit up. A basic animation, doesn't have to be very perfect. Okay, should see. So we're manipulating it in the IK mode, which means we just have to move the hand control and the arms, and the arm will follow accordingly in a natural way. So in animation you have two modes, IK and FK. The IK mode and the FK mode. The FK mode just manipulate the bone directly without a logic for the rest of the limb. While IK, there is a logic for the movement of the parent limb. So just have to, as if he's preparing glowing. So, and I'm gonna bring forward the left arm, as if he just finished a left arm attack, a left hand attack. It's very nice, this new this tool. It's alright. Hide manipulators. Gonna bring it down a little bit. Where is it? With Y? It's okay. I'm gonna be using this one. So now that we created our pose, I'm gonna just rotate the head a little bit to look directly in front of him. I think it's okay. So, basic animation, pose. So now we're gonna create our keyframe to record our pose. So I should check something here. Show time as frames. For this animation, it should be okay. So here I'm gonna hit this small icon to create the keyframe. I created the keyframe for all the controls. So now we're gonna move. I'm gonna change the time mode to seconds, and we're gonna say he takes how much seconds to do the attack with the right hand. Maybe 3 frames, maybe the best one. 1 second and a half. Oh no, it's too slow. It takes 1 second to do the attack. So with the right hand, 1 second, maybe it's okay. I think it's okay. 1 second. So I'm gonna move this speaker, should I call it, to 1 second, and what I'm gonna be doing is to bring this the right hand bring it forward to create the next pose. So now bringing back the left hand, after he after he did his right hand attack, at the same time, preparing for the next left hand attack. So it's alright. It's alright, I'm gonna keep it like that. This one here. Little bit up. Doing a rotation. Hide manipulators. So how it is, a little bit down the and hide manipulators. It's alright, it's a zombie after all, so it doesn't need to be like a human, like a living human, so it's alright, it's a zombie. So now I'm gonna create, I just of course do the adjustment for the head a little bit, hide manipulators. It's alright. So I'm gonna create now the second keyframe for this second pose. So now, as before, this one, create. Now we have our animation for the right hand. I'm gonna see how it looks. You should disable this snapping for this to be smooth. So just make it loop. No, not this one. Gonna make it loop a little bit. It's alright, but took how much time? Reducing the animation range to snapping is gonna help here to 1 second. Where is it? Animation size to 1 second. Animation range. I think we're there. Is it? Should be really 1 second. Yes, it snaps, so we're there. We have an animation length of 1 second, but I think we have to reduce it because it's too slow. So very easy to do. Just select your different yes, it's now why he does this. Very slow to select. So next you select all your keyframes for the second pose and you just move them to half a second. Let's see how it looks. No snapping. Play. We're gonna use this animation which takes half a second. So this is the animation for the right hand attack. Is it okay? It's okay, I think it's okay. Yes, so now having creating the animation in a sequencer, we save the animation. We're gonna save it to this folder, guys. So by default it's gonna save it in the content folder directly. So what we're gonna do is go to it here, hit F2 to modify its name, and we're gonna call it glowing right, glowing right. Then we're gonna integrate all this in an animation blueprint. Glowing right, level sequence, because it's a level sequence, and we hit enter to save. Now we move it to this folder, the zombie folder. Move here. Okay. So now, having created in a sequencer the animation, we just have to select this control rig, bake animation sequence. It's gonna be the same folder as we chose. So zombie, name it just glowing. Sorry, glowing right. Glowing right, and we hit OK. It's gonna create the animation, a normal Unreal Engine animation. Keep these two settings checked. The third one, don't check it. Export to animation sequence. We have the new animation created. The new animation for the glowing, so we just keep it like that. Save. And then we're gonna do the second animation, that is to say the left hand attack. So all we have to do is to just invert the animation. We select all the keyframes in the beginning of the animation. Select them all of them here. And we move them forward. Second one, we're gonna invert this second one. Select it. We move them to the beginning of the animation. So we're inverting basically. First one, moving it to the end of the animation. Always double check. And to the end of the animation. Now we have a new situation hitting. That is the left hand attack. Is it correct? This is the left hand attack. Maybe we should make some tune up to this animation. Okay. If I'm looking at him, it's alright. So it's okay. See how it looks from above. I just drag this control. I'm gonna do a little adjustment for the left hand. Hide manipulation. Should see the manipulators. The left one. Gonna just drag it a little bit up, and of course it's in. Is it okay like this? It's okay like this. Hide manipulators. adjusting the head. The head a little bit. It's okay. It's okay. So I'm gonna be creating a new keyframe there. So create, updating the keyframes, and then see how it looks. Where is it? And I should adjust accordingly also for the first animation, the beginning one, to reflect these changes to the end of this animation. So, because when this ends, the other one begins, and when the other one begins, and when the other one ends, this one begins. So it's in it's a cycle of glowing. So it's in alternance. So just drag the other one up a little bit. It's beginning. So I'm gonna save this one in sequencer, level sequence. Yes. No. I should not do this. Glowing right, left, level sequence. Because it's gonna change the entire animation. Is there a way to? No, I just made an error, guys. Shouldn't be editing this one. I should. I'm going back. I'm gonna undo all of this. I'm gonna undo all of this, hitting Ctrl Z many times. For the animation to return to its previous state. I should have duplicated the animation rather. So here, this is our animation as it were. So I should duplicate the animation, Ctrl W on it here, name it glowing left level sequence, this one. So I'm gonna open it. Yes, so now we can work safely. Glowing right, maybe I'm gonna keep it. So the same work as we did. Inverting the situation. So the other ones, where is it? So move it here. So now we have the new animation. We're gonna be keeping it as it is, so we're not gonna do an adjustment. It's alright. So here it's okay. It's fine. So we're gonna save this level sequence, glowing left level sequence. Yeah, saving it and baking the animation. Should be this one. Bake animation sequence. We bake it. Same folder as where we are. Glowing left. So, okay. Export. Now, guys, we created. I'm gonna see how it looks, of course. So, right, a weird zombie behavior for a zombie who just lost his nervous system. So, all right. So, I'm gonna save it. So, guys, we created the two animations for the attack of the zombie. We're gonna integrate this, build this into an animation montage for the attack, and in the next video we're gonna work on the animation for the zombie walking, and we're gonna return to our animation blueprint to compose the animation of the zombie. So thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day where you are.